South Florida. Write Your Narrative podcast is your street art soundtrack. This is where the culture speaks. Welcome to the podcast.
Today on Write Your Narrative, we welcome Seth Globepainter, the French artist whose larger-than-life murals transform city walls into windows of childhood, memory, and imagination, with colors that burst like dreams and character that speaks without words. Seth invites us to pause, reflect, and reconnect with our childhood. Seth, welcome to the mic.
Hi.
And welcome to Wynwood. It's been a long, long time. It's been a few years. I had a chance to meet you a few years ago. You are originally from Paris. You are French. I am French too. So maybe, guys, watch out. We might be throwing a little French word in between.
We try not.
We're going to try not to, but you're comfortable enough in English.
Okay.
Oh, yes. Okay.
I try my best.
You try your best. All right. So welcome back to Wynwood. So let's talk about your art because this is the subject of this podcast. Your murals often feature children as the central figures. What draws you to the childhood as a recurring theme?
I think traveling around the world and painting in different places, I found that using the image of the child was interesting to speak to everybody, to the child who are around the place, but also in the inner child, in the adult. And
Yes.
it's an easy way to speak about perhaps sometimes difficult situation, but in a kind of naive and nice way.
Yes, definitely. A little naive. This is just so sweet. There's so much poetry in your art that it's absolutely, absolutely incredible. So you have said that your characters are anonymous, but not nameless. So what do you mean by that? This is something that I read in one of the article.
Not nameless?
Not nameless. They still have a personality. They still have a name. They still have, even if we don't see their faces, they're still existing in some world, and they are always, very often, moving towards some rainbow. So what's the meaning of that rainbow?
The rainbow. I don't use the rainbow all the time. I use it in
Not all the time,
in
of course.
certain situation. But it's kind of, I called it a vortex, more like the rainbow,
vortex.
because it's not really the rainbow colors. It's they use like the spectrum of colors, but
Okay.
and it's a bit. It can be a different stuff, but for me, it's the entrance to the imaginary world, kind of your own imagination, and also like a path when that you can have in life, or to different level of conscience too. It can be a lot of different stuff, but it's a way to the light most of the time.
It's a way of the light. It's just like moving into the other world. Maybe sometime moving to a situation that is not that is not the best situation. You paint a lot in some Asian countries. You sometimes paint on really, really broken sculpture, buildings and things like this. So I think it's a beautiful way to, I guess, to enlighten the community. You are giving to the community a lot in those travels.
I try to. It's for me painting in all those places. I try to find the soul, the spirit of the place.
Okay.
And try to, with my vocabulary, with my paintings, with my characters, try to speak about it. And first of all, to speak to the people who live around. What for me is very important. So yes, sometimes I paint in destroyed places or something like that, but not all the time. It depends of the place, it depends of the situation, it depends of where I'm painting. And every time I try to use my characters, my child characters, who's looking in the other direction to express something. But it's always different.
It's always different. So, your murals usually, are they kind of more asking question or giving answers?
I think it's more about asking questions.
It's more about
Don't want to give answer, and I don't want to give message. For me, it's more a question of for the people to ask themselves, what his character is looking at, uh, what he's doing. Oh, it reminds me this, it reminds me that, and to that everybody can make their own stories about it.
Okay. All right. All right. So, like we say, you are painting in so many different countries. So, can you share a moment when the local people reaction to your work kind of surprised you and maybe stayed with you? Maybe this was a child's reaction or someone's reaction to your work.
There's a lot.
You have a lot.
Yes, but yes, it's always different where you paint.
Yes.
I've learned with the time to try to do, like I told you, stuff that will touch the people who lives around,
Yes.
and who will use the paintings for their, I don't know, to pass the problems they struggle. So, for example, one of the first time I did paint in a village who was being destroyed by a volcano in Indonesia. It was Merapi volcano near Yogyakarta, south of Java, and so all the village was destroyed. And I went back and I began to paint my characters with the locals who were painting the clothes,
The clothes, yes.
and the
The
pattern,
outfits.
the local patterns. And I did 1, 2. They were looking at me a little bit like that. One of two helped me, and after 5 days, everybody wanted some characters on their house. So,
Yeah, I'm sure.
so it was working very well, and for them it was a way to say we're still alive and we are going to rebuild it. And I've been there again 7 years after in the village, and the character was still here.
It's still there,
But
yes.
they did build the house around the characters because they rebuilt the house. So some of the characters were outside. Now they were in the living room of the people.
Oh, very interesting.
So it was nice for me because they adopted
They adopted your character.
my
So,
child in
yes.
the world.
Wow, I would love to have one of your painting in my house too. Luckily, it hasn't been destroyed. Although I was in Los Angeles during an earthquake 30 years ago, and this is not fun. This is not fun. But I mean, we are very, very lucky to be living in a country when we can rebuild so easily here in this country. I mean, and I think nothing is really, really meant to last here in the US. So when you arrive in a city, what's the first thing that you usually pay attention to it before you start your character? When you go to a country, you have something in mind, and whatever you have in mind to draw or paint, do you change sometimes? You adapt to the situation or to the people that are around you?
Yes, most of the time when I go somewhere, I speak with the people around.
Yes.
I listen to stories. I ask some questions. I'm kind of curious, and with all that, after I built my ideas and I draw my sketch. I try it sometimes on people. I like, what do you think? Blah, blah, blah. Sometimes and then I paint. Sometimes I have the idea before too, of course, because sometimes you have the big walls to paint, so you have to show some sketches before. That's what I paint when it's like a command, like they ask you for something. But I try to adapt all the time.
You try to adapt it,
Yeah.
yes.
Of course, because it's important that the people can understand.
Can enjoy it, yes,
and enjoy
yes.
it.
You are going to their
And
places.
me, I'm happy if the people are happy. So
Yes. Well, it makes your painting usually makes people, I'm sure makes you people very happy. There's so much.
no, but sometimes the people don't agree or are not.
Of course. Well.
Everybody don't think the same stuff, and I impose something when I paint on a wall. So
Okay.
that's one of the reasons I stopped to make a face too.
Okay.
Because for example, in certain places, I remember in Ukraine one day I did a very big characters, and some most of the people enjoy it, but some didn't like because no, we are not like that. The color of the eyes is not the color here. We're more like this, blah, blah, blah. And it was very complicated. Doing the no face, everybody can imagine the face
Yes.
of the character, so it's much more easy.
Yes, well, you did a quite famous painting in Ukraine with that little girl stepping on the chart on on the
but this
tanks.
This one was. I did it in Ukraine second time, but first time was in France.
That was in France. Okay.
Yeah, it was 2 days after the invasion.
Oh, all right.
So it was just to tell to my friends. I've got friends in Kyiv, and
Yes.
that I was thinking about them, and I was supporting them.
How do the places and the culture and the rhythm and the smell change into your painting? You adapt to it. That's what we're talking about. And do you hope that someone's walking past a mural feels and think in that instant? What do they actually? Have you ever had a backlash from the painting? You say sometimes, yeah, they did not like the eyes, the color of the eyes, but usually your paintings are very well received throughout the world.
The people who live around normally, it's like I told you, I try to adapt and try to do something will fit to the place. But sometimes I have problem with the government.
Oh, with the government
the
too.
local authority.
Yes.
So in some places they erased it, or they forbid me to go back and paint.
Oh, you had that kind of experience.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, not here in the US. You are welcome anytime.
Yeah,
no.
but you can go on the White House and paint in the US too. Okay. So it's normal that in certain places you can do what you want.
Yes.
Every place there will be some problem if you do like that. But yeah, it's happened. It's happened.
Do you ever hide some little small details in your painting that the people may miss, but you have something that one little message in a general painting? Maybe there might be a color specific that you choose, or a character, or an action from your character, something that you hide, that it's just like, okay, I did that little detail just for that place or for something like this.
Sometimes it happens.
It happens?
Yeah, I can do a little details, or it's more about the some secret message or some secret idea. So like people will not see at the first time, because I use the children. So they say, oh, it's nice, but sometimes there is an idea behind that people will not see at the first.
So usually your murals are more critical of a situation, like we said about the Ukraine, or more hopeful?
Both.
A little both?
Yeah.
Yes.
I will not say critical. I would say
You
speak
you
about
express your feelings.
about my feelings and my experience about the situation. So some people can take it like critical.
Oh,
and
yes,
some people
of course.
will not. It depends. It's like I told you. This is our works, kind of poetry.
Yes,
like not
it
to
is
say,
definitely
to say
poetry.
everything.
Yes.
You put some ideas, and people will understand behind the word or behind the image. They will do their own idea about it, about what it says, or if it's critical or not. Or so, like I told you, I'm not frontline. I don't say the stuff like
you
that.
don't have a political message. It's not
I
you.
have a political
You
message,
do?
but I don't say it directly.
Okay.
People have to catch it if they want.
Okay.
If they don't want, they will not see it.
True.
I did some stuff were criticizing places or government.
Okay.
And nobody saw it. Only a few people say, "Oh,
few people,
I
yes.
understand what you say," blah, 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 but it's not direct. You know what?
That's not
what
direct.
I mean.
Yes. All right.
But the idea to make it hopeful, yes, for me it's important, because when you paint on a wall and the people live in front, they don't want to be something depressing every day.
No, they don't want that.
The idea is, okay, if you want to understand what's behind, you can, but first of all, it has to be a bit nice or kind of
sweet,
yeah, to make the life better, I think.
Yes, of course. All right. So you're back here in Miami, in Wynwood, at the Wynwood Walls, at the GGA Gallery, for a very special show. Mm-hmm. It's actually a dual show with a wonderful, extremely talented Italian painter, Milo, that I met for the first time a couple of days ago. So what was that collaboration like? You said to me a few days ago that you've painted in some different countries together, you've met together, you had the chance to paint together. So, and he also has some very childish character in his painting. Mm-hmm. So how was that collaboration like?
We have A similarity in our approach of working, and I used the image of the children too in his painting, but it's more about urbanism. He's more muralist, do like
Yes.
big walls and stuff like that. But we share the same ideas about a lot of stuff. So it was super easy to collaborate because we already met in different places, such as China or Ukraine. I think Milo decided the thematic of the exhibition, which is a travel.
A travel.
That's why we call it Beyond. It's traveling around the world because we've been in so many places. At the entrance of the exhibition, there will be a big map with all the places we have been.
Okay.
And some we have been together.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
And yeah, it was kind of natural to work with him.
Yeah. Some of your character, actually, what would one of your character say to Milo's character? Do they communicate in this exhibition, or they are just traveling different world?
No, I don't think they're traveling their own path each.
They have their own path,
But
yes.
I think they complete each other. My way of traveling is perhaps much more about traveling, like reading books, traveling with your imagination.
Yes.
And Milo, even if he's got this idea too, but it's more material.
Material,
in
okay.
a way, because he used the idea of the plane, of the boat, and it's the idea of traveling and with modernity.
Okay.
Kind of. So it's interesting to see both side by side, because
Yes.
you have the two sides of the idea of traveling who goes in the same direction.
All right. And you're also painting a mural, a small little mural in Wynwood walls, with your character going into that vortex, which is square this time. Square
Of course,
vortex.
the wall was square, so I adapted.
The wall was square. So they didn't give you a chance. So you had to adapt.
Yeah, I like that. It was fun to do it, especially around. It was kind of dark, so it was interesting to do the light in the middle and this little girl going. Where I did some little details with the little shoes and the socks.
Oh,
so people enjoy always the, how you call that in English, les claquettes là, les
oh, the
sandals, kind of sandals.
Yeah.
With,
Okay.
socks.
Yes. Can find. Okay. All right. So you did a little detail, a little Miami.
I don't know if it's Miami, but it can be. It's worldwide now.
It's worldwide now. All right. So, Seth, thank you so much.
Thank you
For what you're going to be doing, for what you've been doing for so many years. You've been coming to Wynwood for 15 years, 16 years now, for quite a long time.
First time I came was
2013, you said? 12,
yeah,
13?
Yeah.
Something like this.
12
So
years.
it's always a huge pleasure to have you in town. And thank you so much for leaving something absolutely magnificent behind. I mean, like you say, like the people are going to be taking pictures and things, but this is for us, for the local, this is something beautiful to have a little bit of your world and your children that you're going to be living with us here in
I
Miami.
still live some in the street, huh?
Yeah?
In Little Haiti.
Yes,
There is
yes.
some painting I did
There's
in,
a couple of pieces.
6 years ago.
Yes. Yeah, when you came here with Martha Cooper at the time, you did an amazing show at the Castagnet Gallery about Haiti, and she brought some toys, some incredible stuff. I mean, that was like a beautiful collaboration. And you told me that actually you're going to be traveling with Martha pretty soon again.
Normally, yes.
Normally? Yeah, okay. All right.
I have to buy my tickets.
I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything. Anyway, folks, this is it today for the podcast. Thank you so much for this.
Thank you.
Wonderful time. And we definitely invite everyone to go to the Wynwood Walls and to the GGA Gallery, where the show is on exhibit until November, something late in November.
You know better than me.
Yeah, they didn't tell you that?
I know when it begins. I don't know when it
Yeah, probably until Art Basel, a couple of weeks before Art Basel in December, probably until November. Anyway, thank you so much again. Guys, we'll see you in a couple of weeks with another guest. And in the meantime, stay well. Seth, thank you so much. À très bientôt. Merci beaucoup. Seth. Thank you so much for reminding us that imagination belongs to everyone. If you're in Miami, catch his work at the Wynwood walls. And wherever you are, keep your eyes on the streets because the walls are still speaking. This is Write Your Narrative. I'm your host, Pascal D. Until next time.